Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's me, Mike Marino, broadcasting to you live from my mother's basement, which is the name of the show. But right now, of course, I am not in my mother's basement. I am in my beautiful little condo in Los Angeles, California. This is actually what they call the NoHo Arts District. So here I am getting ready to board a plane tomorrow morning to go to one of my favorite areas in the world. Not the Bahamas, not Acapulco, not Havana, New Jersey. That's right. I'm going home. I'm going to New Jersey because I have a lot of big events to do, especially one of the biggest events of my life. I was lucky enough to be chosen to perform at the NJ Center, which is in Newark, New Jersey. The New Jersey Performing Arts Center, Newark, New Jersey, on April 7th at 7 o'clock and 9:30. And luckily, we're selling tickets pretty quickly. There's only a week left, a week and 2 days left before we sell out both shows. So, folks, if you want to come, just go to MikeMarino.net and go into tour dates. It'll take you right to the ticket link for the NJ Pack. Or if there's other shows in your area that you want to grab some tickets to, that's fantastic too. I got a big tour this year. Not only are we doing New York, New Jersey, but we're going to Pittsburgh, we're going to Canada, we're going to upstate New York, downstate New York, all over the place. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be a great ride. But right now, we're just publicizing the April 7th show before I go back on tour after that, which is going to conclude, of course, Florida, Pennsylvania, just so many massive amounts of shows, which is really great. And I thank all my friends, my fans, and my family for making this a possibility. Kevin Clark, it's nice to see you. You're saying the words good evening, so I assume you're on the East Coast. My friend Katrina Reed was going through some medical problems right now, so everybody out there, do a nice shout out and a prayer to Katrina, and we know that you're going to get better and you're going to be great. And Patricia Weiser, who I used to work with at the ShopRite supermarket in Watchung, New Jersey, for a good amount of my life when I was a kid, with all us good friends from the high school, Scotch Plains Fanwood High School. Guys, come to the show. It's going to be like a big reunion, and I'm going to be doing a lot of different material and jokes about the way things used to be, the way life used to be, and how much fun it was before we grew up and turned into this hot mess of a world where people are just dogging out the president. I mean, if I was president of the United States, I'd say, okay, freedom of speech, but don't talk about me. Don't talk about me behind my back, and if you got something you want to say about me, say it in front of me. None of this bullshit. I'd be that type of a president. Can you imagine scaring the crap out of people? You got something to say about me? Meet me on the White House steps, and we'll talk about this. All right? I wouldn't be tweeting, letting anybody know what I'm thinking. I'd be a very secretive type president. Right? They're like, Mr. President, what are you going to do about taxes? I'm like, let me think about it. See what I want to do. I'll get back to you. You know? Think it out before you make some stupid statements. Right? Valerie, it's nice to see you. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking, and thank you for watching the show live from my mother's basement. Because no matter where you live around the world, you had a mom in your family, a grandma in your family that always seemed to make things better, no matter what the problem was. Kevin Clark, thank you very much. Hank, it's good to see you. Hank, I'm just realizing that you're the guy selling the pens, and I have your pen. I got to get it. I'm going to talk about Hank. The pens are fantastic, buddy. You should have told me. I wish I knew. I can't believe this incredible pen. I love pens. Where is it? Oh, shit. I don't know where it is. Here it is. Hank. Hank Perez, everybody. If you're watching the show right now and you see Hank Perez, he gets these pens. I don't know how he does it. Look at that. How great is that? Thank you very much, Hank. Valerie, Astoria, Queens, how you doing? Thank you so much for logging on and watching the show, Valerie. I'm glad you're having a good time. I want to let you know, Valerie, that I'm coming to the East Coast, but I'm not coming as far as Queens, not on this tour. Eventually I will. I play Brooklyn often, Queens often, Long Island, and inside the city. But this time it's NJ Pack in Newark, New Jersey, which you could take a train to from Queens. Take the train from Queens into Manhattan, and then you just connect in Manhattan at Penn Station. You come over to Newark, Penn Station, And there you are. You're right underneath the NJ Pack Center, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And Lorianne Vendetti, I hope you come to the show too. It's always good to see you. I love when you come to the shows, and I love what you do for the animals, especially the dogs, and saving them and making sure that they find a good home, which is great. I mean, I think people should adopt a pet, before they go looking for a, a brand new puppy, which is great too, let's be honest. I mean, puppies would make people happy, but if you could save a puppy's life, or you could save a dog's life, or a cat and an animal like that would be great too. And Lorianne Vendetti is fantastic at doing that. I want to do a shout out to a fellow comedian of mine. His name is Stevie D. Stevie D, ladies and gentlemen. This is his hat. Check that out. The Stevie D Show. I hope you're watching, Stevie D. You're a great guy, funny comedian. And Stevie D, or Stevie Dupin, that's his real name. We used to call him Stevie D. His real name is Stevie Dupin. He came out with this book. The book is called The Trans Am Diaries. The guy has an affection for Trans Am from the 70s and the early 80s. And that's his book right there. And it's the Hillbillies road trip from stand-up comedy to cancer and back. And the guy had colon cancer, and he beat it. And he came out with this funny book. And it's about his life and tribulations of going through all of that crazy stuff. And I'm going to read the book when I go home on tour starting tomorrow. Stevie D thought he had it made after leaving his small town in Kentucky home for the bright lights of Hollywood. And then it goes from there. So Stevie D, Stevie Dupin, he had me over his house the other day, and I had a great dinner. And I met the drummer to the drummer for Frankie Valli. And they're playing the NJ Pack Center too. If you guys are familiar with NJ Pack, on April 5 and 6, Frankie Valli is playing at the NJ Pack. And then on April 7th, yours truly, Mike Marino, will be performing there. I mean, this is the most incredible thing. If you go to the website too, before me is Fluffy, after me is Adam Sandler, and after that is Trevor Noah, and a lot of big stars playing there. So I'm really lucky. But getting back to my buddy Stevie D and the Trans Am Diaries, how badass is that? Guy's on a book. I want to be on the cover of a book. Hey, Karina, how are you? It's nice to see you. We're talking about my friend and fellow entertainer, Stevie D, and that is his book right there, The Trans Am Diaries. I actually sat in his Trans Am. He has a remodeled Trans Am from, I think it's 1984, I want to say, and he's got this really cool hat. He likes to talk about being a hillbilly, as I like talking about being, semi-quasi-Italian Guido from New Jersey. You have to stick to your roots. Your roots is usually what makes people laugh. Once you start making shit up, it's not funny. But when you talk about what's real, what's going on in your life, it works out and it makes people happy. So, quick shout out to all the sponsors that are helping me live and make this happen. I've been in Montreal, Canada many times, Karina. I perform mostly in the Montreal Comedy Festival, in the Wise Guys Show, the Ethnic Heroes of Comedy. I'm hoping to get back out there again soon, but as you know, the Montreal Comedy Festival pretty much has a lock on the market, and they say who's coming out there. I don't know if you're familiar with the news, but Howie Mandel bought the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival in Montreal, Canada, and in Toronto too, I believe. So we'll see what happens, but thank you very much. Just keep on following me. Now, I do come to Canada May 14, 15, and 16. I believe around that time I'm in Sudbury and Sault Ste. Marie. Go to MikeMarino.net and you'll see where my concerts are out there with some of my Italian friends from Italy and Montreal. So you'll have a lot of fun with that. I'm going to do a shout out, of course, to my sponsors, Rockstar Clothing. I was talking to Brandon Bruno, who's the CEO and the creator of Rockstar Clothing, and he will be at my show on April 7th. He'll meet and greet everybody. He's got a great clothing line, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever wanted to meet, like, let's say, Versace or Calvin Klein, or Sergio Valente. These guys went on to become legends in the clothing business, so you never know who's going to hit next. And Brandon Bruno, a nice Italian fella, his family's from Italy, lives in Virginia. He could be the next big thing. So why don't you come down and check out his clothes? There's going to be T-shirts. Some of the shirts say "Make America Italian Again." And he also has, shirts for guys and girls, button-downs, cuffs, cufflinks, belts, and watches. I have all of this memorabilia on all of these clothes, and I'll be wearing them on stage that night. So Rockstar Clothing Incorporated, the actual website is rockstarclothinginc.com. Check it out. I have another sponsor who happens to be a chiropractor. A lot of people ask me, why did I come up with a chiropractor? Well, he came up to me, actually, and I said, yeah, if you want to sponsor a show, that'd be great. And these guys put up a lot of money. They spend a lot of money on the advertising, and that's why I take my time. But it has to be a sponsor I actually believe in, and I like the actual product. So I do go get adjustments, and I believe in getting a chiropractor adjustment, especially since I suffer from headaches. I get a lot of headaches. You know, I talk to people in the entertainment business every day, and people in the entertainment business will give you a fucking headache every day because we meet some of the dumbest people. But anyway, crick, crack, 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 get a nice adjustment, you feel better. And not only do you get an adjustment for your back, your lower spine, your knees, your ankles, and anything that ails you, the head, the neck, they work you out down there. There's also an area where you actually exercise. So let's say you have a broken leg or you got a broken collarbone. The Northeast Spine Center in Clark, New Jersey is fantastic. Let me just look up all the records that I have so I can get it extremely correct and accurate in case somebody out there really does want to go down, especially if you're in the tri-state area, if you're in New York, if you're in New Jersey, especially if you're in New Jersey and you're in the Scotch Plains area, which is where I stay, and you want to go right over here to Clark. I'm sorry, it's in Clark, New Jersey. And we're talking about Dr. Richard Ryan and his partner over there at the Northeast Spine and Wellness Center, Dr. Jay Paris. These guys are fantastic. You call them up. You can also replay this broadcast time and time again in case you don't get the number right away. You want to call 732-827-0800 and look into the Northeast Spine and Wellness Center, which is their website, nespinecenter.com, 1043 Raritan Road, Clark, New Jersey. You guys are fantastic. Give them a shout, check them out, see what they got going on. Like I said, you can go into a jacuzzi down there. You can get a massage down there, and it's just really, really fantastic, especially if you have some ailments and you're looking to go. But even if you don't, I mean, I usually go get a massage just because I need to. I want to relax. I want to get away. That's my thing, and especially getting an adjustment. Remax. I'm being sponsored by Remax of Berkeley Heights. Okay, I want you to call Barbara and, of course, James Mulcahy, and they will help you out if you're looking for a new house, or if you're looking to sell your house, or if you're looking to rent, buy, whatever it is, especially in the tri-state area or Berkeley Heights area. You want to call 908-665-0600. Tell them Mike Marino sent you. They'll hook you up, or go on their website, www.sellwithmulcahy.com. How cool is that? They have their own website within the Remax division of selling homes, of real estate. So, www.sellwithmulcahy.com. I think that is just so badass. Barbara Mulcahy and, of course, her husband, Jim Mulcahy. Check them out. They're going to be at the show. They're one of the proud sponsors of Mike Marino Live, April 7th at the NJ Pack Center. Are you listening, ladies and gentlemen? Hey, one of the coolest sponsors that I have, the first sponsor to come on board or second sponsor, doesn't really matter, is the Canine Resorts. CanineResorts.com. They have 14 locations throughout the United States. Thank you very much, Valerie. I appreciate that. Keep on watching my YouTube channel. Everybody, watch the YouTube channel. It's Mike Marino Live on YouTube. Mike Marino Live on YouTube. Yeah, we put out a lot of funny shows, and also we did the TV series Marino 2016, which I think is just hilarious. It's just about a bunch of knuckleheads trying to run for president of the United States. It's so stupid, but it just makes you happy. It only doesn't make you happy. It's for kids. I mean, it's not dirty. It's funny. Canine Resorts. If you're looking to put your pet somewhere for the weekend, if you're going on vacation, whether it's a day, 2 days, 10 days, a couple of months, this is the place to be. They're national. There's 14 locations throughout the United States. www.canineresorts.com. And you're going to log into the Parker brothers, Stephen and Jason Parker. Unbelievable what your dog gets. It's a vacation. They got regular singles, doubles, suites, and they get massages down there too. And not only does the dog get a massage and a place to stay, but the technicians down there, the doctors, they know what dog has to have a certain kind of food and what animal likes a certain type of thing. And it's incredible. I went there myself. We're going to go down there on Friday and videotape and do a nice big shout out to all those guys. It's really, really Hilarious. Thank you very much, Karina. I appreciate that. I appreciate you very, very much. Hey, Frank, how are you? Hey, Frank, the shirts did come in. So I am me on Facebook, your address, and I will get you a shirt that says Make America Italian Again. Frank, I really wish you could come and see the show at the NJ Pack Center, but I am going to be doing shows in your area. So if you do want to catch a show, instant message me, everybody. Instant message, and I will get back to you, and I will let you know how I can get you discounts on some tickets. If you're struggling in life and you just want to come out and have a laugh, you show me that. You show me that letter, and I will get you those tickets. I appreciate that. TheFabioConstruction.com, you got to love them, ladies and gentlemen. It's a construction company, but not only do they do residential, they do some high-end stuff. They put up buildings, they take buildings down, they do highways, roadways, and all that stuff. So thank you so much to Emilio DeFabio, TheFabioConstruction.com, for helping us out and joining us on the road to Make America Italian Again. I appreciate that very much. And also Emilio DeFabio's cousin, Tony DeFabio, who has a company called Ace Tech Pest. Ace Tech Pest, ladies and gentlemen, of course, it is what it is. Just like it says, it gets rid of a pest. Squirrels, birds, bugs. You got gnats in your house, limes, ticks that give you Lyme disease. It's not just for residential, it's for high-end buildings, hotels, and they give you an estimate on what it'll cost to get rid of them. Plus, they also inspect it. So if you're selling or you're buying, they will inspect the house for you and let you know whether it's something that you should or shouldn't do, or at least have the protection package that they put out before it even happens. So Tony DeFabio from Ace Tech Pest, of course, is www.acetechpest.com, or you can call Tony himself at 908-370-4321. Excuse me. I got a little verklempt. I don't know what that is. We got a waste management company sponsoring the show, directwasteservices.com. If you want to remove some you want to remove some garbage from your neighborhood, you call these guys. They'll come down and make sure they get rid of your garbage. Directwasteservices.com, rockstarclothing.com, which we have talked about. And of course, I always seem to forget, and I don't know why I didn't write this down, but I'm so stupid me. One of our best sponsors that we have a lot of fun with is Carmine's Pizza Factory, JC. Carmine's Pizza Factory, JC, is in Jersey City. He's the best. This guy is rated number 7, I think, in the world for the best pizza, and his 2 kids are the pizza flipping kids, the Jersey Pizza Boys. Jersey Pizza Boys, they're badass. They're on all these channels. Let me read this fan letter real quick. This is from Valerie, and Valerie is out in Queens. I wish you could come to Astoria, Queens. I'm disabled, and I can't travel anymore unless someone drives me. And I am a big fan. Valerie, here's what we're going to do. I can't send a car for you on April 7th to bring you out to New Jersey. But Valerie, if you instant message me, write to me in my inbox, say, hey, Mike, it's me, Valerie. Give me your address. Don't do it here on this. People will see your address. There's nutty people out there. Email me your home mailing address, and I will send you a gift. It's on me. I want you to stay home and watch me live on television, and I will get you something special, but you got to instant message me. Don't put your address on here. There's people out there that are just nuts, and they're crazy, but I will do that for you, and I will make you happy, and I thank you so much for being a friend and a fan. Pass the word around. Make America Italian again. We're going to get a TV series this year, and we're going to make people out there laugh the way they're supposed to. And a lot of people complain about these HBO specials, and they complain about the Netflix specials, and they say, oh, well, the show really wasn't that funny. I really didn't like the comic. That's because the mass majority of things that we do here in Hollywood is very much, sad to say, it's who you know. It really is. And if you don't know somebody on the other side of that door, you might as well just forget it. Because once that person's working there, if they don't like you, it doesn't matter if you're the funniest guy in the world, you're not getting on that channel. It happened to me many, many times. I'm in show business since I'm about 13 years old. I'm not new to this. I've been around. I started doing commercials when I was 13, 14 years old. When I was 18 years old, somebody broke my heart very badly in New York City. They said to me I sounded like a dummy from New Jersey and I would never make it in the business. 3 months later, I was one of the top-rated commercial actors in New York City. I did a TV commercial at the age of 19 that just catapulted me to a little bit of stardom for about 4 years. I made a lot of money, and it was really, really great. So you never know what's going to happen. This world is absolutely crazy, and this business is out of control. So what happened was I ended up doing a TV commercial and then booking and booking and booking more and more and more and more. And I was always working through my teens and my early 20s. Then I was on As the World Turns for about a year, which nobody really remembers because I was in my early 20s. But I started doing stand-up comedy when I was about maybe 29, 30 years old because I was told that I was funny. And before you know it, I worked on a bunch of TV shows. I have been touring all around the world. I'm extremely happy who I get to see and what I get to do is absolutely unbelievable. But one of the best things is I make people happy, and that's a natural high. It really works. And when people are happy and they laugh and they scream and they're cheering, I get, I don't know, some kind of rush, some kind of crazy endorphin that just makes me think, I'm going to keep on doing this. I'm going to keep on doing this. No matter how many people say nay, I'm going to keep on doing what I do. I want to thank everybody for watching today's live from my mother's basement here in Los Angeles, California. Remember, make America Italian again. You don't know nothing, you don't see nothing, you don't say nothing. Be nice to each other. I don't like this whole bullying bullshit. When I see people bullying, I wish I was 15 years old and I had a right hook that can just level the shit out of these motherfuckers. If I ever had a kid and my kid went to school and my kid was bullied, I would sit in his classroom every day and I would kick the shit out of the teacher. Then I'd kick the shit out of this bully's friends. Then I'd go home and kick the shit out of the bully's parents. People need to take accountability for themselves, man. This is some bullshit. Holy crap. When I was a kid, you did something wrong, you were getting your ass kicked. You didn't ask no questions. You didn't text anybody. You didn't tweet. You didn't call Siri. You called the hospital. So anyway, I got to get going. I hope everybody's happy with tonight's broadcast. I got a lot of things I want to do, and I got to pack. I got to put my clothes together, and I got to get to New Jersey, one of the greatest states in the United States. I'm Mike Marino. You guys have been a great crowd for watching today's show. And don't forget, every Thursday night at 8 o'clock, which is tonight on the East Coast, ddvradio.com. That's right. Listen to my voice on ddvradio.com. And it's also at 5 o'clock, which means I'm actually broadcasting now while my broadcast is on. All right, everybody, you've been a great crowd. And how do I end every single one of my broadcasts? By saying the same thing, huh? Don't take no shit from nobody. Hey, folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.